So here is the mystery machine, or the Sovol SV01. And interesting thing about that machine, this has basically stepper motors and the frame is original, everything else is changed. It was like last week I did see the Facebook group post about multiple machine in one seller. And it seems like he didn't really know anything about the machines and he didn't have any prices or anything. And I was thinking, okay, he did say that like it's warehouse cleaning. And I was thinking like, if you are cleaning your own warehouse, then you should know what machines you have and how much are you asking for those. So I did just pass that post and I was thinking, checking the Tori, the Uuset marketplace for machines and if there is anything interesting catching my eye. And I did keep back going to the original Facebook post and seeing that this Sovol is still there and nobody is interested about the machine. There was a lot of the comments asking the price for creality one. There was one creality ender. The seller didn't respond, so it seems like maybe he is not using the Facebook that much or something. And I did see in the Tori that same seller did have the Franken Prusa machine. So I did ask in the Tori message that how much you are asking about for the Sovol, because you know it's at least like something like 5 years old already, and it's highly doubt that I can get any parts from the machine because there is no screen. So this machine is missing the screen. And then he did reply that just offer me something, and I was thinking like, okay, I can offer you 30 euros because it's 5 years old at least. Then he did say that, okay, deal. Then I did send the message if it's possible to pick the machine right away. Then I did drive like 50 kilometers to pick the machine up, and while I was driving home and I was thinking like, what the hell I just did get, and I was just hoping that it's working even a little bit. And I did start planning to getting the screen. There is the big 3 tech screen and so on, but we are missing the screen base and the auto mode and everything. So I was really hoping to get like more like the Sovol end or creality screen, like the vanilla one, so to say. I'm not really using the screen, but I want to have the original screen rather than just trying to upgrade the screen right away and start tinkering with the screen stuff, firmwares and everything, or big 3 tech boards or anything like that. So I did order the screen, then I did order the part cooling fan, what is missing from this machine. So there is the cables coming from the hot end or the part cooling fan location, but they are not connected to anything. And then we did have some limiter away from the board, and I did join to Sovol Facebook group, and then I did tinker with the it's also missing the bottom panel and everything. So I did go to Reddit and I did see one guy did have the post about this machine. He did have the non-pro version like I have for 2 years, and there was a lot of the parts what he did upgrade and what he did recommend to upgrade. And there was always like good description why you want to upgrade that and what you want to really see or start to find, or what you really want to try to find. So I did order like the part cooling fan, new hot end, heat break, the whole damn assembly system, because there is some minor issues with the machine what I not really like to have. But then yesterday I was thinking like, when somebody did ask in the Sovol group that you can test the machine with the USB cable. It takes the old USB, but don't use USB 3.0 because it can break the board. So just USB 2.0 or 2.0, and I did find one of the USB 2.0s at my back of my own PC. And I did download the Sovol Cura slicer, and I did hook this to my PC, and all the motors are working. It hooks straight up with the PC. Everything, motor controls are working. Everything seems fine, and it seems like I think I know why this machine is missing the screen. Let me show you. So what I think happened here is that the previous owner did change the board to creality silent one. There is the version 2.2.1 and it's the black board. So this is the silent board, so to say. Then he did maybe upgrade the screen, or he did get the Big 3 Tech screen upgrade kit. Or maybe he did just get the screen. And then he did figure it out that to get the touchscreen to work, you still need to upgrade the board again. So he did just swap the new board inside, and then he did just needed to swap that again. This is the PL touch or the sensor mount. It's connected to the board at the Z-axis. So the Z-axis is basically just the limiter is basically here. I need to check the manual and how that's supposed to be. Is it just like loose like this here? But like that is the cable for that. Then it's soldered to white and brown, and the white and brown goes to the hole here. Then the white and brown is changing again. Now it's more tidier cable or thinner cable here. That this is super thin, but the brown changes to black, and then the black goes here, and then it changes. No, okay, it doesn't change the color, but it's soldered once again here. Yeah, there is super weird, like lot of soldering parts, and we have the cable is also damaged here. So I maybe just get new like PL touch or something with like, I don't know, maybe like 2 meters of cable or something, and then just route that in the cable sleeve, so it's not like this, so it's not like chip tied to the top of the cable sleeve, and there is no like soldering points. There is also some bowls, aluminium bowl parts here, what are basically pretty useless. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking the SV01 Pro version mounts for the rails, like the struts, and then I basically just mix that so I can get that to fit to the non-Pro version, and then I just order the cable rail parts. I did find one European website what is selling the rail parts. They basically just cut the rail to your dimensions and everything. It's super budget friendly and everything looks really nice about that. So the heat bed has something like car speaker mat or something. I did get these from AliExpress, super cheap for the car. This is the basically fire protection or like thermal shield, like the fiberglass mat where is the foil layers. I'm just taking this foam piece with the foil away from here. Maybe that insulates something, but I really want to have maybe something more like fireproof, just in case that something goes bad in some day and the whole damned house is not burning down at least that fast, because I doubt these are really fireproof. Now there is 2 layers of the fiberglass heat shield, and I did take the screws also away. I need to bevel these holes a little bit, but I don't know, the previous owner or somebody who did make this bed basically, or pull this bed, he did put the screws and then the magnet sheet here. So if you ever need to get access to the Phillips head, it's basically impossible. Or then you need to start drilling or something when the bed is installed, if you get the bed installed and it gets stuck in the printer. So that was the reason why I did get all the screws away for now, and I need to just bevel the holes and install the screws back. So if something happens like this gets like, or that thread part is coming off from the wheel, then you can just use pliers and take that thread part and then open the screw with the Phillips head from here. So just something like that. I still have the sheet, metal sheet, or the aluminum sheet, but I'm not that worried about I think the two layers is pretty much okay. And now we can just mount this back. Like, usually I'm running the bed with the bed, it's going to be always like 80 Celsius, 70 or 80, so I'm not too worried about that. So now we are taking the bed away. There is like rat's nest here. Like this cable can be routed like from here or something, rather than just going to the middle. Or we can calculate basically the connection post plus 10 cm sole this cable length. So there is like extra 30 centimeters or something. And now they are thinking like, why you are doing something like this? I want to install the bracket to the bed like nicely, and I have a lot of the extra stuff here. Like we have the cable sleeve from AliExpress. These are basically leftovers from the car project, what I never ever did do, the car project with these. And then I was thinking like motorhome stuff, but then I didn't need this. This is the one of the cable sleeves. There is like 5 meters of that. Then we have the little bit smaller one. Maybe we can use the smaller one or the bed one. Then we have the fiberglass or the fireproof version also. Like there is the big one. This is the thermal, fireproof, heatproof cable sleeve here. There is like one big roll of the red one or 2 rolls. Yeah, we have the different sizes. So I maybe use this stuff. This is, I need to use this little bit on the car, in my own car, for the injectors or injector cables, what goes to the top of the engine. But I maybe just end up doing like a little bit more here, like ending the cable sleeve somewhere like here. And then I want to make double sure that there is the rubber ring here, but still, like if it's touching something, I want to make sure that there is good amount of protection, so we don't get any damage on the cables when the bed is moving forward or backwards. So new cable sleeve is installed, looks pretty damn nice. Then heat shrink is tube here. It goes here. There is the hole, is basically the cable is coming from the hole. So there is good amount. Heat shrinking tube here also, and at the end we have also heat shrinking tube. So everything's all been nice outside and inside of the case. Now I just need to I maybe just end up cutting this cable and taking like 20 centimeters away or 30 centimeters away and soldering this. Like I can route that somehow, like over there, but then the fan is going to be here, and or maybe just cut it so it's pretty much straight going to the connector.